Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack on 1st down, Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Barkley is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Barkley again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes, when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Huntley. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Now a throw here, hauled in. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw, Huntley. And his throw is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Huntley to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Gibson on the read option. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down, Huntley. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Okay, quick.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Back to throw. Huntley. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jones. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. First catch there for Evans. Good enough for a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Jones. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Jones. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw on 3rd down. Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw on 2nd down. Huntley got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver is got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out to his left. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
He's got a man, complete. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
Here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw again. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
23 yards on the play.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. Taken at the goal line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Jones throwing to start the drive. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick-6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones puts it on the carpet. It's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it,
That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Jones now on 1st and 10. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he goes out right around the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. The Dolphins continuing to add on. They are really rolling. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Drop 60, drop 60. 18 runner, 18 runner.
Off the play fake. Huntley. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Huntley. And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Evans comes in motion right. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now Jones to throw on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
Off play action. Huntley. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Hot 70.
Off the play fake. Huntley. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It's Xavier Howard who brings him down from his corner position. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw again on second down. Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And this offense on third down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Again, he'll drop to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Giants are going to take possession up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
From the gun on 3rd down, Huntley. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin from 19 yards away. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 24. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. The 20. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. Throwing, Jones. Over the middle, it's complete. Hook up of 15 yards there. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On second and very short, Jones. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's
what a juke into space. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
19 tight.
Here's Huntley. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Slide for the PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for Washington, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby swine. Ooh, in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends. Big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gonna give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans. Yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping this. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a award, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on force, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we can to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they call respect. We don't care who the best. We don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a temper feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath. I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga. Put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up. Wake these boys up. Call me Folger. Soldier. Flow feeling colder. Some call it polar. You don't wanna box me. I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky. Leave 'em floppy. Face Nazi. Talking all Aki. Think he big poppy. Then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious. You too sloppy. Cheap copy. I'm Rocky. Leave his eyes all glossy. But in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown. 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 Whenever I touchdown. 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 Whenever I touchdown. 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 Whenever I touchdown. Touchdown. Touchdown.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Now flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold.
Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting.
I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though, that's against a bro code. Headed to his home though, no we living solo. Vertebrae, I just broke into his place. It's chin in his face, then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain, you didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again.
Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
She back got me.